Yes, indeed. Welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for the start of our second quarter-final here in this IFZA Gold Cup 2021. And we can see as we glance down onto the field, a couple of players already out there stretching their legs, warming themselves up. And well, what a wonderful, wonderful game we've got lined up for you here. It's UAE against Bangash in the second of our IFZA Gold Cup 2021 quarterfinals here on ground number 1 at the Al Habtoor. So we knew before the day started that Abu Dhabi and Gantut, having qualified first in their zones, went straight to the semi-finals. And we've seen Habtoor narrowly edge out the Wolves in our first quarter-final. So Habtoor will be joining those semis. And now it's a question of whether it's going to be UAE or Bangash to complete the semi-final quartet. Great honour to have Raja Abul Jabain here next to me. Raja's going to join the commentary for this one. And it'll be a chance just to say hi to Raja and get his thoughts on this second quarter-final.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for having me. Looking forward to this fantastic day. Players are superb, horses are superb, polo is superb in this country. Very much looking forward to this afternoon. Good luck to all, and we'll be seeing you shortly when this all starts. I'll hand you back now.
Thanks, Raja. As we look down onto the field, we see Luquin Monteverde, just 15 years of age, shaking hands with our referee, umpire there, Rafa Silva and Peter Wright, who are going to be the two mounted umpires, both riding grey ponies. And in the chair here, the third man looking on from the balcony is Daniel Boudou. So, chance to take you through the runners and riders for this one. And playing for UAE in the number 1 shirt, Her Highness Sheikha Maitha bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is at number 1. At 2, the 15-year-old, the kid from Canuelas, Lucas Luquim Monteverde. And at number 3, the first of our 2 7-goal Argentines for UAE, Tomas Panelo. And at number 4, playing at back, Guillermo Temi Willington. You can see there their stats. They've won 1 and lost 2, but they've still got an opportunity to go to a main semi-final here as we look down into the pony lines. Sheikha Maitha there, just having a quiet time there with her pony, clearing her head, ready for the start of this very important game. Pony looking in superb condition. And so too their opponents, Bangash, with a reverse scoreline of 2 wins and 1 loss. And number 1, playing very well throughout this tournament, is the team sponsor and captain, Haida Bangash. And number 2, the 5-goal Argentine, Federico Vompitoski. At 3, having a superb season here in the UAE, Benjamin Panelo. And at 4, the man that holds it all together, playing some wonderful backhanders on both sides of his horse, Jacinto Croto. So as we look down on Peter Wright, just warming his pony up, just give you an idea of what's gone on. 8 teams, of course, in this 18-goal handicap, this open handicap, IFZA Gold Cup 2021. 2 leagues, Zone A and Zone B. And after the league matches, 3 league matches for each team, Gantut and Abu Dhabi qualified first in each of their groups. That put them straight through into a main semi-final. And then these are the playoffs between the 2nd and 3rd places in each zone. And they play the extra game. And they need to win this, of course, to go to the main semi-final. The runners-up from today will end up in the sub-semi-final. That's for the Bentley Cup, and that will be on Wednesday the 3rd. And we already have Zidane and IFZA having come 4th, respectively, in their zones. They will be competing on Wednesday the 3rd. Zidane in one of those games and IFZA in the other. We know that the Wolves will be joining Zidane, and it's a question of who joins IFZA will be the runner-up of this game. Of course, the winner will go to the main semi and be taking on Abu Dhabi on Tuesday the 2nd. The final of this contest will be on Friday the 5th, where we have 2 finals. The Bentley Cup final, which is the subsidiary tournament, and of course the main event, the IFZA Gold Cup 2021. Gives me an opportunity to thank our title sponsor, International Free Zone Authority, Martin Pedersen and his team. Martin is here today. It's good to see you back, Martin. We want to thank you on behalf of the Al Hab Tour Polo Resort and Club and everybody connected with polo here in the UAE this season. We thank you greatly for your contribution and support. And IFZA, of course, provides local and international businesses the ideal platforms, infrastructure and location that epitomise the benefits of the UAE's strategic geographic position, world-class infrastructure and business and tax-friendly environment. And we want to thank Martin and his team for coming on board for this polo season here in Dubai. And we thank them greatly for their support and contribution of not only this, the IFZA Gold Cup, but of course the Silver Cup before and many other tournaments throughout the course of the season. Our main sponsor of Bentley Emirates, the largest Bentley dealer in the world, and they're part of the Prestige Cars division of the Al Hab Tour Motors. Bentley Emirates is driven by professionalism, quality, high standards, and continues to serve with utmost confidence. We also like to thank US Polo Association, who are our official apparel sponsor, and other sponsors who include Diamond, Lease and Hilden Water. Many thanks indeed to all of our sponsors for this IFZA Gold Cup 2021. Of course, we have the fabulous Polo brunch here, the famous Polo brunch at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort Hotel, starting from 325 dirhams. And for table reservations, you can contact F&B reservations at habtoorpoloresort.com. For those of our viewers tuned into Polo Line TV, please feel free to send in a message. We'll try and get the love shared and the message read out as and when we can. You can get hold of us on Instagram at Polo Line OK. Facebook is Polo Line Int, and Twitter at Polo Line. Well, it looks like we're very close to the start of this second quarter-final. Peter Wright, our umpire, just calling Bangash to get back behind the line, and it is official, we're underway. Benjamin Pinello picks this one up and sweeps it around the corner. Under pressure there from Temi Willington. Putting the brakes on there is Hasso Grotto. Grotto leaves it there for his teammate Ferry Vampetoski. Vampetoski punches it long, and that's right down Route 1, straight up over the 30, but Willington is well positioned here, and he chops a nice backhander out towards Pinello there on the near side of his pony. Hasso Grotto, the Argentine, reaching out there and doing a really good job to retain possession, and then fizzes one back in field. He's looking for a front runner, but there's plenty of time in defence here for Willington, and he'll go back for UAE and mop things up and turn it around the corner. Temi Willington, oh, he's overhit that one slightly, and he's given it straight back to Hasso Grotto. Grotto with a tail backhander, trying to centre it once again. Monteverde, the youngster, coming around the corner there and getting the bump in on Ferry Vampetoski, and then coming across the field. Here comes the 15-year-old, the kid from Canuelas, Monteverde, the number 2 here for UAE, working it forward, reaching out there is Benjamin Pinello. And, well, first whistle of the game, as Ferry Vampetoski came flying through there. Tomas Pinello was well positioned. The umpire's whistle is gone. So when there's any confusion between the two referees, the two mounted umpires, if one of them didn't quite see it clearly enough or disagrees with his colleague, they turn to the third man, and there's another umpire sitting up here on the third floor of this lovely hotel, and he's glancing down and keeping his eyes on the action. He's also got the benefit of a monitor, and he's radioed up and in communication with the two mounted umpires. And in this instance, the two refs have turned to their colleague and they've asked his opinion, and he's given a penalty against Bangash, and it's going to be a 60-yard hit and a chance here for UAE to open the scoring. That looks good from Willington. Is it leaking left? It is. He's got plenty on it. Good height, but he's just offline. Not easy conditions for penalty taking with this strong wind. And the chance has gone wide to the left. So this is the equivalent of a knock-in. A goal kick, if you like, in football. And it's a knock-in in polo, and it's gone out towards Pinello. Benjamin Pinello fizzes that one up over the top. Two players come flying through here, including young Monteverde. Nice, clean, near-side backhander from young Lukin. And he's found his teammate there, Pinello. Looping backhander will find Ferry Vampetoski. Puts the brakes on here, Ferry. Leaves it for a teammate. Here comes Benjamin Panelo. His brother comes across and rides into him and slams him out of the way. Watch out for those two, the two number 3s, Panelo brothers. Von Petoski. And Von Petoski goes back. He tries to turn right with the ball. And flying out of defence there, you saw the white number 4, Temi Willington. And the umpire's whistle has gone. Well, the umpires have gone upstairs again. And of course, the third man has got the benefit of a monitor here with the replay. And they've decided to cancel that foul out and roll the ball in from the centre. So we're back underway and possession is up for grabs here. Panelo getting the better of Panelo. Backhander comes in. Von Petoski will pick this up here. Good work from Fede as he spins his pony round the corner. Willington will have to yield and give him a little bit of space to try and get this shot away. And he's done well there, but he's shown a bit too much of that to Monteverde, who read it very well and then flicks it around the corner. It's up towards Sheikha Matha. She takes evasive action there as Tomas Panelo comes absolutely flying through here, the number 3 for UAE. Panelo crunching right off there with Crotto. And then eventually Willington gets it forward. Hasso Crotto's there with a backhander trying to turn it around. Here comes Panelo. Panelo now punching this one up to the 60-yard line. Tomas Panelo with a chance here. Oh, he's overrun it. Terrible bounce there for the Argentine. He's left it behind here, and it'll be his brother who turns defense into attack here for Bangash. Benja up towards, oh, that's a nice little kick from the pony. Thank you very much, says Fede Von Petoski. And Fede Von Petoski is flying down the field here for Bangash. Oh, he's over the top of the play, but he's got back up. Here comes Panelo. Benja fires it towards goal. Oh, he's inches wide to the right. Well, what a chance. Chances at both ends. But the score remains 0-0. And it is Temi Willington who brings this one back into play. The number 4 here for UAE. Couple of taps, he draws in his man and then plays a little under the next shot pass. And look at this, the 15-year-old is coming flying around the outside. Here comes Luquin Monteverde. Superb shot. He's well, he would have liked a little bit more angle on that, and he's gone down into the corner. He's got an awful lot of work to do from there. Putting the brakes on is Luquin Monteverde. Panelo comes across and crunches the youngster out of the way, and now it's picked up here by Tomas Panelo. Backhander comes in there from Benjamin Panelo. Temi Willington puts the brakes on, waits for the space to open up, and then fires it down towards goal. Oh, he's looped a nice pass up towards Monteverde, but Hasso Crotto was well positioned. Crotto in front of his own goal. This is dangerous stuff. UAE is swarming all over it. Where is it? Oh, it's right on that goal post, and possession has changed hands a few times, and it's Tomas Panelo with a goal shot, and Tomas Panelo has opened the scoring here, ladies and gentlemen, with a wonderful open backhander that looped over the top of those defending players and went straight through the middle of the post. Well, there was plenty of scrapping around, wasn't there? But he reached out, and what a lovely little flick goal that was from Panelo. And eventually, we get our first score of the game with 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining here in the first. UAE take the lead. It's a 0-0. Horse race there as the two Panelos come together. This time it's won here by Benja. Bencha puts the brakes on here on the chestnut. A little show and go from him, trying to lose the attentions of his brother. And he's absolutely flying here, Bencha Panelo, switching to the near side. Eventually the two of them cancel each other out, and Willington will be there to pick things up in defence for UAE. Plays a little backhander that he may well be able to pick up himself. Oh, that's lovely work from Temi Willington. Superb stuff off the boards. The pass was a little bit short there to Panelo, but Monteverde will sweep it across the field and give it back to one of the 7-goal players on his team. Good work from Vompetoski. And then another backhander coming in there from Bencha Panelo, trying to tee up Hasso Croto, but Monteverde, superb work there from the youngster. He's got a little bit of support, and that's a nice little return pass out towards Lukin Monteverde. Lukin sweeping the ball back behind the pony of Shaker Mather and then opening his shoulders. Oh, a lovely stop there from Haider Bangash, but it's popped across the field, and the Whites will still be in possession of the ball here in the form of Temi Willington. Willington shoots. Oh, good stuff in defence, and well read once again by Hasso Croto. Croto up towards Vompetoski. The two of them controlling things here for Bangash. Leaves the ball for his teammate. Croto now punching this one out to the left-hand side, looking for Benjamin Panelo. Panelo will have to come back and pick it up on the head-to-head play. Superb read here from Bencha. Opens his shoulders and fizzes that one downfield. Didn't quite get the contact that he wanted, but he's found a teammate. Hasso Croto there is going to hustle away here, and he's done a really good job. He's got the hook there on Thomas Panelo, and he's left it here for Vompetoski. Oh, Fedi's gone for goal, and he's gone left. He's out to the left-hand side, and that's allowed Thomas Panelo with a superb backhander there on the near side of his pony. He's absolutely ripped that one up towards Monteverde. Monteverde under pressure there from Fedi Vompetoski. This is fast and furious stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. They're absolutely flying all over the place. As Panelo comes through, a chance for Hasso Croto. Hasso shoots. Oh, it's going to come up short, is it? And Vompetoski's there, and Fedi comes flying through, and he cuts it through and gets the score. Wonderful stuff here in this first chukker and this second quarter-final of the IFZA 2021 Gold Cup. Wow. They're going to come off at the end of the first with a very late goal from Vompetoski tying the game. It's 1-1. Yes, indeed. Welcome back. What a blistering first chukker that was. And it gives us an opportunity to not only get our breath back, but also mention some of the shout-outs coming in from the messages on Polo Line. Lauren Soneja, please shout out to the Soneja family watching from the terrace. Hello, everybody down there. I hope you're enjoying the action. Save me some brunch. Please, I never get any brunch. You eat everything, every time, not even a sausage. Sergio Brajo says, good luck UAE, and 4 thumbs ups. Charlie Muldoon says, go UAE. And Chris Davis says, Richard the Farmer says, hi Tiggs. Hi, Rich. How are you? Good to hear that you're watching down in sunny Sussex near Cowdrey Park. Beautiful part of the world. They're enjoying the action from UAE from all over the globe, folks. We're back underway here, and it's going to be Benjamin Panelo. Doesn't quite get contact on the ball there that he would have liked. Half charged down by Fede von Potosky. Fede. Oh, lovely stuff from Willington. Read it superbly well. And then his backhander out towards Tomas Panelo. The two Panelos really going at each other here. This is really lively stuff. Oh, a little stumble from the pony. And as Benjamin Panelo pulled the trigger there, Raja, his brother was in front and the whistle has gone.
So far, fantastic play from both teams. Unlucky there by the Panelo brother, but looks like they're ready to rock and roll, these boys. Very excited to be up here and very excited for this polo.
So, Raja, you've obviously had a good look at this tournament, having been a super sub. You've come in a couple of times for the Zidane team. And what do you make of these two teams? I mean, the start to this match has been sensational, but where's your money here? I mean, it's pretty close, isn't it, between these two?
I can't put my money on any of these teams. I mean, both are perfect players. The team's combinations are excellent. The boys are going for it. Sheikh Ahmed is playing amazing, and my friend Bangash playing even better than I've ever even seen him play. So there we go, another goal on the board. Let's see what they come up with for the rest of the Cheka.
Yes, indeed, super stuff there from Benjamin Panelo. He's absolutely rifled that shot. That 40-yard penalty, high and straight. Wonderful stuff. But there's a technical penalty here. The whistle's gone. And something's been said or done that the referees didn't like. And it was one of the guilty culprits has come from the UAE team. And as a result, there's going to be a technical penalty here. So not only do they get the goal, but they then get possession of the ball from the halfway line, and it's going to be Jacinto Croto, the rangy Argentine here, the number 4 for Bangash, who's going to get us back underway. Goes route 1, thumps it, stopped there by Willington. Monteverde appealing for the foul, leaves the ball there to Temi Willington. He's got a front runner, there goes Tomas Panelo. Hasso Croto thought about getting across, but in the end he couldn't get there, and Monteverde's gone absolutely steaming past him. Look at this from the 15-year-old. Monteverde's up in front of goal. Surely not. Oh, look at the skills from Luquin Monteverde. Well, wonderfully worked, wasn't it? He left the ball to his teammate Monteverde. He had an opportunity to pick up possession inside his own half, but he left it to Willington. Willington to Panelo. Panelo back to Monteverde. Wonderful team polo by the white shirts of UAE. And they've tied the game here in the second chukka. The scores are 2-2. Umpire just blowing his whistle. The clock will stop. He's not happy with a little bit of hustle-bustle there in the throw-in, Raja.
I agree with you there. The tensions are high and the players are boiling at this point. I had the unfortunate chance to play against little young Luquin, and he scored many goals against us. The boy is impressive, and here we go.
Open backhander comes in there from Temi Willington. Flying across the field is Sheikha Mehta. She's got a stick raised, as does young Monteverde, but the umpire's whistle will remain silent as Jacinto Croto comes across here and tries to sweep that one under his pony's neck. Leaves it behind. Monteverde back towards Panelo. Panelo. And, well, Benjamin Panelo is appealing to the referee and pleading with them. I'm not quite sure why. Looks pretty obvious to me, that one. You could see the backhander was to his brother. And as his brother came flying down the line of the ball, Benka tried to get the flick in on the near side, but in doing so, he also turned his pony, and the umpires didn't like it. And a good decision from the refs. They're moving this one up, Raja.
Agreed with you there. Slightly dangerous play, but you know, the tensions are high and the boys are going for it. So we're going to get a lot of this all through this match.
So a penalty for a 60-yard penalty, and we're going back into that crosswind. We've seen Temi Willington already pull one out to the left-hand side in the first chukka. Not easy conditions for penalty taking. Certainly no embarrassment if you're off target in this wind. But a chance here for Guillermo. to take the lead for UAE and go 3-2. Oh, and he's gone wide again. This one was a bit low and a bit grubby, but it may well have been stopped by a defending player. I think it was. It was Jacinto Croto who got something on it and deflected the ball wide. So it's going to be a corner, and it's going to be take two here for Temi Willington. This time it's out to the left-hand side, and it's been stopped once again. Lovely work here by Panelo. Two Panelos come together. Good protection coming in there for Benja, and that's allowed him to spin around the corner and escape the attentions of his brother. Benjamin Panelo skies that one. Willington thinks about coming across, but then thinks twice. Oh, look at that from Benja. He's absolutely smashed it on the volley out of the air. It must have been about 3 foot off the ground. And wow, wonderful stuff from once again from Panelo. And as he comes flying in there, did that one come off Willington's stick? Let's see what the refs decide. It may well have been Panelo that came in. And the refs are happy. It's going to be a knock-in and a chance here for UAE to get the ball away from the danger zone. Willington. Couple of taps forward. Von Potosky comes across to him. Breaking back to the right-hand side there is Tomas Panelo. Still, Temi Willington's plenty of time to just stick and ball this one down the field. Finds a pass out towards Tomas Panelo. Benja was there and gets the hook. Good work from him, but in between the two brothers there is Monteverde. Here's the Argentine, Luquin Monteverde, spinning back and retaining possession of the ball, and he's going past Von Potosky. Surely not. Look at the stick work here from Luquin. Oh, he's over the top of the play there on the near side, but he's got some backup. Here comes Willington. Willington flicks it towards goal, under the pony's neck. Where's that one gone? Oh, it's wide. It's wide to the right. Superb stuff from Luquin Monteverde once again. But Willington had two defending players on him. There may well have been a whistle. There was a whistle. The umpires have plonked the ball down about 10 yards away from the goal. And there's a chance here for UAE. Or is it a spot hit to the greens? It might well be a spot hit. Let's see what they decide. No, it's gone in favour of the attacking team, UAE. And Temi Willington will walk into that and just stroke it across the line with a half swing. And with just less than 3 minutes remaining here in the second, UAE back in the lead, 3-2. This one has been deflected and gone back towards Monteverde. Croto turns the wrong way there. Good little dummy sold by the young Argentine Monteverde, who's trying to set up an attack here for UAE. He's found a pass towards Temi Willington. Willington's got some protection there from his teammate, and that's opened up this goal-scoring opportunity. He's chopped it down towards goal. They're flying back. Oh, that's sensational stuff. Look at that from Panelo. Wonderful commit from Benjamin Panelo on the near side of his pony. He almost came flying out the front door in order to get that backhander away from the danger zone, but the refs are going to check the monitor here. There's a whistle on the play, and they've come upstairs once again to ask the opinion of the third man. Well, they've made the decision. It's gone in favour of Bangash. What an incredible bit of defensive play there from Benjamin Panelo. This time, his brother gets the better of him. Tomas Panelo picks it up, sweeps it under his pony's neck, tries to get away from Von Potosky. Von Potosky working hard, but look at this from Tomas Panelo. Panelo up in front of goal. Surely he's got the score. Wonderful skills from Tomas Panelo. And UAE extend their lead, and for the first time, they have a 2-goal cushion. It's 4-2. So once again, we go back to the center. They're going to change ends. The umpire not happy with the argy-bargy in the throw-in. Get behind the lines, lads. He wants a clear channel. No contact before the ball's in play. And this time we're away nice and smoothly. Bangash is there for a piece of the pie. He's hooked out of it by Willington. His open backhander will release Shaker Mather, who's put in a lovely turn there on that Dark Bay pony. She's been bumped out of the way there by Benja Panelo. Panelo under his pony's neck out towards Von Petoski. Little miscontrol from Fedi as he was reaching out. Oh, and look at this. Willington's picked it up and he's going to sweep behind all of them. Temi Willington. Oh, a terrible mishit from him, but here comes young Luki Monteverde. Von Petoski flies back in defence. Wonderful defence once again, but look, there's strength in numbers and UAE are still going down towards that goal and Panelo will get the score. Well, they just swarmed all over them, didn't they? And with just 32 seconds remaining here, at the end of this second chukker, UAE with a wonderful passage of play, and they go 5-2. Just enough time to get the ball back in play before the 30-second hooter. Panelo. Von Petoski's there. Reaching out is Jacinto Croto. Croto with some good work there on those very long arms of his, trying to get the ball away from young Luki Monteverde. Oh, look at that from Benja Panelo. That ball was flying through and his brother was gone had he not plucked it out of the air. Oh, look at this. It's absolutely extraordinary. He's seeing the ball like a football here today. And he's chopped that one back towards goal. And Hassel Croto's trying to muscle his way through the traffic and appealing for the foul. It's still down there in the danger zone. Panelo's going to have a goal shot here towards goal. Surely not. Where's that one gone? Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it wide right after some extraordinary aerial stuff from Benjamin Panelo. And wow, super skills from both teams. At the end of the second chukker, it's 5-2 in favor of UAE. Yes, indeed. Back to the action. Start of the third chukker, and wow, what an incredible couple of chukkers we've had here, Raja. Superb work from both teams.
So far, amazing from both teams. UAE's up by 3 goals, but Never count out our friends Bangash. They're coming in hard. Just watch out.
And Benjamin Panelo just swatting the ball out of the air like he's playing tennis. Extraordinary stuff.
That was a bit of tennis. We have a tennis legend down there as well, so I'm sure he'd appreciate what's going on the field on top of a horse. Horsey tennis, they call it.
Yes, indeed. Back to the action, and it's Tammy Willington bringing the ball in play here for UAE. Pass goes out to Monteverde. Lukien came flying through, and, well, he was trying to protest to the referees that he didn't have enough space to go to the ball. As Benjamin Panelo came in, and the referees look like they agree with the young Argentine. The whistle's gone, and the ball is going to be marched up to the halfway line. It's going to be a 5B penalty from the centre of the field, and the ball is dropped at the feet of Guillermo Willington. Temi circles around here, the number 4 for UAE. Goes hard and straight. Not quite going to reach, though, and Hasso-Croto with a lovely angle backhander there. And he's found his teammate here, Benja Panelo. Panelo, who's absolutely on fire at the moment. Look at him, he's seeing it like a football. Crunches that little pass out towards Hasso-Croto. There's a shoe that came flying off the back of a horse there, and luckily it missed everybody. And Hasso-Croto will play on. His shot goes down to the left-hand side, looking for the run here of Fedi Vompetovski. Vompetovski pushed out of the way there by Guillermo Willington. Willington's, well, they're appealing for the foul, but they've turned it around here, and there's a chance for Hasso-Croto. Look at this, Bangash muscling it down towards the goal at the top end. He shoots. Oh, lovely stuff from Hasso-Croto, and he's got the score for Bangash. They're back on the scoreboard, and, well, they worked hard for that one, Raja, and probably deserved it.
Very hard indeed. Hasso-Croto, what a machine on his horses. Excellent player. Just a bulldozer on the field, man. Legend.
Yes, indeed. Lovely stuff from Jacinto Croto. As we got some love coming in from Western Australia. It's Rachel Morley saying hi from Perth. Hi, Rachel. She sends an Australian flag, a fingers crossed, and a love heart. Good to hear from you. Claire Hocking-Ockle from Manchester. Cheshire, Manchester says, wow, amazing, great match. Good to hear from you, Claire. Keep the messages coming in on Polo Line TV. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, that one's thumped under his pony's neck. That's Tomas Panelo. Good work in defence here from Federico Vompetovski. Fede bursting into a little bit of space. Panelo comes across there. Oh, look at this. Thought Vompetovski was momentarily going to get a bit of luck off the pony there as it kicked the ball forward, but UAE have put the squeeze on this attack, and they've turned it into an attack of their own. Good work there from Temi Willington up towards Tomas Panelo. Panelo up towards goal, but Vompetovski is well positioned. He chops that near side backhander out. It's going to need a little bit of help there from one of his teammates. Oh, Monteverde turns it around the corner. Look at this, and Tomas Panelo is going down towards goal, and Panelo will flick this one across. Oh, and Vompetovski's furious. Absolutely furious as he sees that ball cross the line, and UAE back into a 3-goal advantage here. It's 6-3. We've got another message coming in, this time from Catalagan from the Philippines, from Anton. Kusumbing is saying hi from the Philippines, fully international here on the live stream with Polo Line TV. Good to hear from so many people from across the world. Here comes Fedi Vompetovski reaching out and sweeping that one up from behind the back of his pony. Lovely little pass out towards Panelo. Panelo picks it up here for Bangash, does a little pirouette and brings it back in field. He's got a bit of protection there from his teammate who's put the squeeze and the block on Monteverde, should I say, and he's fired it down towards goal, but Tomas Panelo will come across here in defence for UAE. Hassled all the time, little flick backhander. Monteverde goes back in defence. The young Argentine taking this one across the face of his own goal. Puts the brakes on. Oh, a little mistake there from Monteverde, and he comes in and gets a hook there on Fedi Vompetovski, but in doing so, the umpire's whistle has gone. This one could be really important here, Raja.
Very important for Bangash. Tough ride-off there, but Fedi's a strong guy. He'll pick this one up easily. Let's see if they convert this one in. let's get these scores a bit closer.
Well, a few players have gone off to change their pony after that long passage of open play, not surprising. Horses flying around up and down this field. Field number 1 here at the Al Hab Tour Polo Resort and Club in Dubai. And the penalty has gone in favour of the green shirts of Bangash. And there's a chance for them from the penalty spot here, 30 yards out, to once again close the gap. Oh, look at that. It comes in after changing his pony. Superbly done. He knew that he was up against it when, with regards to the clock. The referees were calling them in to hit the ball. Von Potosky didn't fancy it. And Panelo, in the end, came around the corner. So much confidence. Benjamin Panelo circled in and just chopped it straight through the middle of the goal with a cut shot. Wonderful stuff once again from Benja. Whistle goes, just waiting for a wardrobe malfunction there on the pony of Hasso Kroto. He's dismounted and he's going to walk that pony off. Rachel Morley is cheering for UAE. Love from Australia, Perth, Australia, coming in for the UAE team. Manuel Geraldes says hello from San Jose de Areco in Argentina. He's also saying hello to Anton, who's just messaged in. This is not a chat line, boys. It's not a chat line. It's Polo line. Claire Hocking-Ockel, great commentary, Tiggs. Thanks, Claire. #1 fan. Keep the messages coming in on Polo Line TV. It's great to hear from so many people tuned into the live link. Polo Line TV. Instagram is Polo Line OK. You'll find us on Facebook at Polo Line Int. And Twitter is at Polo Line. Keep the messages coming in. We love hearing the love from across the globe, and we will get those messages and shout-outs in as much as we can throughout the course of this, our second quarter-final here in the IFZA 2021 Gold Cup. (6-4) is the score. The refs are just checking it. It's absolutely correct. And we're back underway. Who's got possession of the ball? It's Tomas Panelo, leaving it there for Temi Willington. Willington doing a little pirouette, trying to lose the attentions of Von Potosky, and then puts a pass out towards Her Highness Sheikha Meitha. Meitha leaves that one there for Monteverde. Good work here from the young Argentine, who puts the hammer down and tries to go past Von Potosky. Fedi back in defence here for Bangash. He's done a good job there, and he's stopped the young Argentine in his tracks. Oh, and the two Panelos coming together. Benjamin in the green shirt of Bangash and Tomas wearing the white of UAE. And it looks like the penalty's gone in favour of Bangash, and it's going to be a penalty for and a chance from 60 yards for them to cut the gap to just one. And they certainly look up for it, don't they, Raja? I mean, this green team not giving up on anything, as you'd expect, and pretty much what we've seen from them throughout the course of not only this tournament, but also the Silver Cup.
For me, this has been the team of the season so far. The Bangash Polo team is just rock-a-rolling out there. They're having fun, young boys, good horses, enjoying themselves, and no love lost between the two brothers. But both of them are so talented. It's just incredible watching them out there. Good luck to both of them.
Yes, indeed. Thanks, Raja. Ernestito Fernandez Llorente is watching. Not quite sure where Ernestito is, but good to hear from you. Hope everything's good. Kathleen Amore, go Bangash. Love coming in for Bangash, and how she'd love to see this one go over from Panelo. Oh, he smashed it. Is it straight? No, it's leaked out to the right. He's missed it wide right. Well, plenty of contact on the ball, but it is windy. There is a crosswind. Maybe that affected Benjamin Panelo, and the chance has gone. So a sigh of relief here for Temi Willington, who brings the ball back into play here for the white shirts of UAE. Here's under the next shot pass. Will go out towards Tomas Panelo with all the time in the world. Takes a tap forward. Just waiting for his brother to show his hand. And in the end, Monteverde comes in and gets a little block there on Benjamin Panelo. Allows Thomas to fizz that pass up towards Her Highness. Sheikha Matha coming through here. Haida Bangash. Oh, look at this. Panelo's absolutely dropped in and flying it back in defence there is Von Petoski. Wonderful read there from Fede. Good hook coming in there from Luquin Monteverde. And Luquin Monteverde, as he tried to turn back and muscle that one back towards goal. The whistle has gone as Hasso Croto came absolutely flying through, and wow, almost a collision there, Raja.
People flying out there. I don't even know how these guys are staying on their horses, but such exceptional horsemen, exceptional players. Bit dangerous out there, but the fields are good and they're holding up nicely. So let's see what they call out here for us.
More support coming in for Bangash, I can tell you. Rikaz Franz says, let's go Bangash! In capital letters and lots of exclamation marks. A lot of love coming in for both teams from across the world, the polo world, streaming into this one on Polo Line TV. And the messages are flooding in. It's great to hear from so many supporters. The Bangash fans will be very pleased to see that they've got a 5B here. A penalty from the center of the field. And it's going to be Jacinto Croto, who's teeing the ball up. And he's circling around here. He's got Benja Panelo very close on the chestnut. Von Petoski goes straight. Hassel's absolutely smashed that. That looks good to me. Is that out to the left-hand side? It could go all the way. It's landed very softly, and Willington will have to go back and deal with it right in front of his own goal. Haida Bangash had a chance there. He was reaching out, but it's picked up here in defence for UAE by Panelo. Tomas Panelo now running this one down the centre of the field and then smashing it up towards Monteverde. Monteverde trying to get the better of Hasso Croto. Croto will switch to the difficult side of his pony, and wow, what a wonderful backhander that is at pace. Croto, superb stuff and lovely, lovely pick up and read from Von Petoski. And the whistle goes as Panelo comes in. The umpires didn't like the ride-off and the whistle is gone. Looked like maybe not enough contact in that ride-off there, Roger. What do you make?
I don't know, we'll let the umpires decide on that, but what impressed me there was that massive, massive hit by Jacinto Croto. Sent it all the way halfway or all the way down the field. Unbelievable player, this one.
Yes, certainly Croto is a wonderful back, isn't he? His father was a great player as well, one of the great backs in the history of our sport. He rides in a very similar fashion and just so good at hitting the ball, especially on the near side of his horse. Those near side backhanders with great angle, can do it at full speed, horse leaping, ball bouncing, doesn't seem to affect him at all. He is so solid. And he's earned his team here, or certainly helped earn his team, an opportunity from 60 yards. It's going to be Benja Panelo. This time it's gone left. He tried to correct it, and I think he's overcorrected it, Raja. It's wide left.
Wide left, unbelievable. That's 2 chances now for Benja, but you know this kid, he'll make it up. We all know him.
Well, it's certainly not the easiest day for penalties with that crosswind, but it is wide. And just 10 seconds remaining here until the hooter, the 30-second hooter here to end this third chaka. There will be 30 seconds should play continue. Monteverde's there. Tomas Panelo, who seems inspired. He's absolutely flying all over the place. Picks it up there just inside his own half, nudges it out of the air, and again plucks it once again, and he's setting himself here for a goal shot, Tomas Panelo. Oh, he decides to sweep it back behind the pony there of those defending players, and Benja Panelo was total commitment. Von Petoski's there, as is Luquin Monteverde, and they're all hacking away. Willington comes in on the head-to-head, and Tebby Willington will have a shot towards goal. Willington's going to get the score right on the stroke of half-time. Wow, what an incredible goal from Tebby Willington, and how important could that be? It's 7 goals to 4. Welcome back. Half time here in the second of our two quarterfinals. And what a game we're witnessing here between UAE and Bangash. Extraordinary stuff. It was 1-1 at the end of the first. UAE had a very good second chukker though. They won that chukker by 4-1, and they came in 5-2 at the end of the second. At half time, we find ourselves 7-4, and how important could that goal there, right in the dying embers before half time, the dying embers of that third chukker, Temi Willington bursting through on the head-to-head play, and he got the score and stole another one for UAE. So as we know, the winner of this will go to a main semi-final where Abu Dhabi await. That will be the first of our two semis. The 2 o'clock game on Tuesday, the 2nd of March. Abu Dhabi versus the winner of this one. And we know that our second semi-final, the 4 p.m. clash on Tuesday, the 2nd of March, will be the Might of Gantut taking on today's winner of the previous game, Habtoor Polo. Field goals, 6-2 in favour of UAE. Throw-ins, 5 apiece. Fouls committed, 7 by UAE, 4 by Bangash. There's been no yellow cards. UAE, 1 out of 3 penalties, and Bangash, 2 out of 4. And UAE failed to take their corner, but with all due respect to the penalty takers, not an easy day. There's a very strong crosswind coming across the field. Very unusual for Dubai, especially for this time of year, and not the perfect conditions for penalty taking. Great to have so many messages coming in from our viewers, streaming in from across the world. For those of you who have just tuned in or would like to send in a message, don't forget that you can get hold of us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Instagram is PoloLineOK, Facebook is PoloLineInt, and Twitter at PoloLine. PoloLine, of course, streaming all of the Gold Cup matches, and from the 3rd to the 12th of March, the Emaar Polo Cup from the Dubai Polo and Equestrian Club will also be on PoloLine TV. If you want to watch the Pakistan Open, the 14 goal from Lahore, that will also be commencing on the 9th of March and will be live on PoloLine TV. And after the Gold Cup, PoloLine will be covering the live Dubai Challenge Cup here at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club, and the President's Cup 18 goal from Gantut, which starts on the 12th and runs to the 26th of March. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's Hasselkrotter, the number 4 here for Bangash. Sweeps that one across from the throw-in, and a really good position here for the green shirts of Bangash, desperately trying to cut the deficit and get another one on the scoreboard. Picked up here by the danger man, Panelo. Panelo's shot goes wide. Just looked like he may have rushed that a little bit. He had possibly a bit more time than he thought, and he pulled the trigger, and it's gone wide to the left. So a knock-in to the defending team, and it's going to be Temi Willington here for UAE. Whoa, a little stumble there from the pony of Fedi von Petoski, but no damage done. His teammate will pick up the play here. Panelo, von Petoski. They look hungry, the Greens, don't they? Von Petoski's shot comes in. Oh, that looks absolutely sensational from Fedi von Petoski. He smashed it. Turned the play, looked up, saw some space, and absolutely crunched it through the traffic there, Raja. What a wonderful hit from Fede.
Never underestimate this man. When he's on, he's on. Come on, Fede. Show us some more of these.
So 2 goals the difference, 7-5. Monteverde crunched out of the way by von Petoski. And then trying to, he's hit Benja Panelo in the face there. Watch out there in the IFZA camp. The whistle has gone, and Benja Panelo has taken a stick in the face. Not sure if he needs the ambulance. Does he need the ambulance? He doesn't look great. Ambulance, if you can hear me. We have an injured player here on the halfway line. Ambulance. Ambulance. Well, let's hope that Benjamin Panelo is okay. His brother there standing over him doesn't look too concerned, to be fair. Looks like he's going to be okay. Hasokroto just coming across to check that his teammate's okay. Concern from Sheikh Ametha. But it looks like he's going to be all right to continue here. He was, of course, wearing goggles. Eliana Gomez says saludos desde Bellevue de Eli, Jackie y Mada a Marianito García, ídolo de Polo Line. Es un ídolo. Esternito Fernandez Llorente is in Lobos. Of course he is. Beautiful part of the world. Is he in Salvador Maria or in Lobos? Maybe at La Vaca Atada. What a great place. Mary Reynolds, Tom and Mary Reynolds are watching and enjoying it from Malaysia. Good to have you on board. And Rikaz Franz says, Tarquin, can you please say hi to Fede von Petoski for me? Thank you. Well, I can say it now, but probably have to wait till after the game because he's probably not listening. He's probably got more important things on his mind, but I will do at the end of the match. I will say hi to Fede von Petoski. Where is Fede? Well, he's the only one that's not on the field. He's gone to change his pony, I think. He certainly hasn't gone to do his hair. He hasn't got any. Shohul Tiger says, hello, Raj. How are you? I'm in Dubai Polo Club. Looking good, bro. Sherhan Nasif says, vamos Bangash. Vamos Bangash, all the way from Lebanon. We're getting some wonderful countries coming in on the Polo Line messages. Great to hear from so many of you. Mariano García, saludos de Acapulco, México. Mirando el partido con Luis Miguel, Luisito Rey, El Sol de Mexico y Roldi. Great to hear from you boys down in Mexico. Hope it's all well. And you are enjoying the action from the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. Von Petoski hacks an open backhander and turns it around here for Bangash. Oh, a lovely little open backhander to himself there from Temi Willington. And then he goes past Benja Panelo. Skills here from Willington, glances over his shoulder. He's got Tomas Panelo dropping in behind him, and he's going to try and outrun Von Petoski, which is not an easy thing to do. Fede absolutely up for this one, isn't he? Scrapping away with every ounce of his strength, and he's got the ball once again, reaching out there, a slight miscontrol, but then, he's smashing it out of the air there once again. Monteverde comes flying through, and as Monteverde turned right, Hasokroto had his stick raised and was right behind him, and the umpire's whistle is gone.
Sneaky little play there from both of them, but all good now. Umpires seem to have got it right, and they're moving the ball up to the 60-yard line.
Yes, indeed, Roger. It is going to the 60. And there's 4 minutes and 32 seconds left on the clock. And we've seen Benja miss two from this end of the field. As I said, a bit of a crosswind today. Not easy conditions for taking penalties. But if they can slot this one, still plenty of time left in this match. If this one goes over, the difference is just one. Bonfatowski goes up. Vanillo circles around the number 3. It's low, it's hard, and it's wide to the right. So a sigh of relief here for UAE. Temi Willington. Pass out towards Luquin Monteverde. That was very close to the pony of Monteverde. Could have gone anywhere, and in the end, he's overrun it. And it's Bonfatowski. And Feli Bonfatowski's done a superb job there for Bangash. A loud blast from Peter Wright. And the whistle has gone. They're marching their way back down, and this one's going to be an awful lot closer. And could well be a penalty too, and a chance here for Benja Panelo to put the penalty ghosts to bed. He's a lot closer to goal. And surely, from 30 yards with an open goal shot, Bangash are going to trouble the scorer from here. 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the fourth. And that's the one he needed. Settle the nerves there for Benja Panelo, having missed 3 from 60. He got an opportunity from just 30 yards and he's put it away. And this game is very, very much alive, ladies and gentlemen. It is 7 goals to 6. UAE still in the lead, but their lead has been chipped away here by the hungry Bangash, who look like they're really up for a scrap here this afternoon. Who's got it? Bonfatowski reaching out. Ball's been nicked away here by Panelo. And his brother comes in and says, well, welcome to the party. And the whistle's gone as the two brothers came together. And looks like Tomas Panelo with an injured hand there, Raja.
Yeah, it looks like a little bump and a clash there between two brothers. Again, no love lost between these two, but hopefully he's okay.
So just a little bit of concern here for Tomas Panelo. Certainly a competitive family by the looks of things. The ball's been placed down on the 40-yard line. Rafa Silva's dropped one of his balls. I'm not sure if he's aware of that. Temi Willington, meanwhile, is teeing the ball up. He's getting the ball to sit up in the grass. That's what they do when they reach out and lean down before a penalty and mess around with the ball. They want the ball sitting up in the grass so they can get good contact underneath the ball, get it elevated, and clear any defending players that might be standing in the goal. And obviously also eliminate the risk of a bad bounce and the ball being deflected wide. So Willington now from 40 yards. Watch out for the green player rushing out from the left-hand goal post. It's high, it's straight, you don't stop those. Wonderful stuff from Temi Willington. And UAE restoring that 2-goal cushion. It's 8 goals to 6. Pops out nicely there for Tomas Panelo, but he was over the top of the play under pressure from his brother. And Willington will pick it up here, the number 4 for UAE. Bonfatowski comes across and tries to slow down the attack. Good work from him. Backhander is called for there by Benjamin Panelo. He's trying to get away from his brother. Oh, and there's a chance here for the green shirts of Bangash flying through. I think Panelo's going to have to take that. Oh, he was a little bit late. Don't think he saw Willington come through, but Bonfatowski picks it up. Feli Bonfatowski on the near side of his pony, and Feli's got a wonderful goal for Bangash. Well, it looked for the life of them that they miscontrolled it there. The Greens, they came through. There was a leave. He left it for his teammate. I don't think he saw Willington coming back in defence. He left the ball to Hasokroto. And in the end, Willington got between them, but Von Potosky on the head-to-head play. Superb read and a wonderful goal. And we're back to a one-goal situation. It's 8-7. Kroto comes in. Swing and a miss from him on the near side. It's up for grabs here. Possession is now with Monteverde. Oh, and, well, Fede Von Potosky coming in there, and the umpire's whistle is gone. And Rafa Silva, with no doubts whatsoever, and I am inclined to agree with him here, Raja.
Yeah, it was a bit close there. Ball went straight into the horse. Fede must have, or did cross the line, and Fede didn't want, the umpires didn't want anything to do with that, so now they're pushing the ball on the 60-yard line. Foul for UAE.
Yeah, and just so that you know, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have not seen a lot of polo, we do protect the horses. That foul was quite obviously avoidable. The umpires jump all over that. They don't like to see a horse at risk. And in that instance, the green player was adjudged to have just parked himself right in front of that UAE player as he was trying to offload that ball and get it down to the goal. And the umpires, rightly so, have blown the whistle. Penalty 4 here to UAE. Good height. Is it straight? It's close. It's wide. It's wide. The umpire's hand is out to the right. And wow, how important could that be? Look, Willington thinks it's in, Raja, but they're definitely calling it wide left. And if any doubt, well, there is no doubt. Peter Wright was standing on the post. That's why the umpire stands behind the goal. He lines the ball up with the post, and he's clearly calling it wide. And what a chance there for UAE.
Here we go. Bangash now has the ball. A minute 30 left in this checker. Let's see what they come up with.
Yes, indeed. Hasokroto didn't quite get the contact on the ball, and it's been turned around here by Willington. Willington thumps it down. Oh, lovely little intervention from Benja Benelo. And look at that, faking the backhander and bringing the ball around the corner. Oh, Kroto's over the top of it. Monteverde's nicked the ball back. Von Potosky came flying through, but Luquin Monteverde. Wonderful stuff. Great composure from the 15-year-old, the kid from Canuelas. And what an important goal that is right at the end of the fourth chukka. After a mistaken defense by Bangash, Monteverde jumps all over it, and he gets UAE back to that 2-goal cushion. It's 9-7.
UAE enjoyed this 2-goal cushion as they always do. Unfortunately there for Bangash, but I know these boys will come right back into it. Good luck to both. Here we go.
Jacinto Croto. He's had the ball stolen away here by Guillermo Willington. Temi on the far side puts the hammer down on that pony. Von Potosky has plenty of pace and will come back here and try and put the kibosh on this attack for UAE. Faking to go long and then just putting the brakes on and tapping the ball forward. There is Monteverde, but that's attracted the attentions of Jacinto Croto, and they're all swarming all over the young Argentine. And in fact, they bullied him out of the play and nicked the ball away. And there's an opportunity here for Von Potosky. Von Potosky coming around the corner. Willington thought about it and then thought twice. Fetty's gone long from range. Where's that one going? Oh, it's leaking out to the left, and the ball has crossed the line, and the hooter went just before the ball went out of play. And that will be that, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the fourth and penultimate chukka, and they'll go off for the final change. And well, still plenty to play for, but as a 2-goal cushion to UAE, it's 9-7.
Welcome to Mantut Racing and Polo Club. The season just started and we are ready. Are you?
So tense moments as we come back live and we go to the UAE camp to see Lucas Monteverde, senior, telling his son to put the brakes on and control the play. ¿Qué es eso? Corriendo por todos lados. 9 goals to 7 at the end of the fourth. Lucas, of course, former winner of the Argentine Open with La Dolfina. Coaching UAE, he's got his son, young son, playing in the team. And not a bad coach to have in your camp, is it? Not bad at all. Rafiq Khan is messaging in to say and support Gantut. Marzi Palmer says hi from sunny Cirencester. That's Marzi Palmer from sunny Cirencester saying hi, and a massive howdy to Tom and Mary in Malaysia. Mark Boudreau, hello from Montreal. Great coverage as usual. Thanks to Polo Line. Good to hear from you, Mark. Hope you're good. And things are okay up in Canada. Certainly probably not quite as warm as it is here, although today not particularly warm for this time of year. There's a bit of a breeze, a bit of a nip in the air, and not the easiest day for playing polo. Certainly with the penalties, Raja, we've seen a few go wide, and I think it's got inside the heads of a couple of players, and they've been close, but quite a few off target.
Yeah, you're right, buddy. There's been a few problems out there due to the wind, but you know these boys, they're mentally strong. They'll get the goals in. We got 7 minutes of glory here to get to the semi-final. Checker number 5, 9-7 to UAE.
So here we go. Monteverde is back on board after a little dressing down from his dad. The number 2 there, just 15 years of age, super talent. Bompatoski comes across and welcomes him back onto the field. Play is called. Keep your eyes on the field. This is going to be fast and furious, this 5th and final chukker. Who's going to make it to the semi-final of the IFZA Gold Cup 2021? And look at this, they've gone route 1, and it is the young man Monteverde, and he's absolutely crunched that, and it looks pretty central to me. It's leaked out a little bit to the left. Can he steady the pony? He's going to go for the first time cut shot. Monteverde! Whoa! He's got the score! The goal judge is waving it in. It looked to me like it almost went over the top of the post. The referees have blown their whistle. There's a little bit of confusion down at the far end. Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, it was so close. So close. Well, for the neutral, it's good news because the goal has not been awarded and the score remains 9-7. And it's the defending team here in the form of Jacinto Croto bringing it away from the danger zone. Panelo drops in behind him. Hasso chopping this one down the field. Comes off a pony and lands nicely here for his teammate. And can his teammate offload? Because Hasso Croto's continued and he's gone past Panelo. Oh, the pass has gone a little bit out to the right. Hasso working his way back to the... This is going to be absolutely sensational. Croto, surely not. What a goal that is. Jacinto Croto on the near side of his pony under pressure from Panelo has got arguably the score of the game, Raja.
That has to be the goal of the game. This man is a machine. Well done to him, my God. We're almost there, guys. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left. 9-8 to UAE.
Well, the pass, I mean, Panelo saw him and he went first time. He knew he had to hit it hard, but to be fair, the pass was a little bit further right than he wanted. But Croto with a massive ride-off, and how did he reach out and get that on the near side? Wonderful stuff from Hasso Croto. Haida Bangash is there from the throw-in. Tense moments here, it's 9-8. They all want a piece of it. Who's got the ball? Fizzes that one through, and Monteverde's on the march here. Look, here goes the youngster. The approach shot looks very good to me. A glance over the shoulder, steadies the pony, flicks it back. Oh, he's missed it. Panelo puts the brakes on, goes past one, still in possession of the ball. They're all appealing for the foul, and the whistle has gone. Wow. Well, the whistle's gone, Raja, and this one could well go. Well, the umpires are just discussing it. I'm not going to say a word.
Oop. Just as you didn't say a word, the umpires have placed the ball on the 30-yard mark for a penalty for UAE.
Yes, it has gone in favour of the whites of UAE. And it's going to be Temi Willington teeing it up here on the 30-yard line. This is an open goal. The defending players cannot rush out. They cannot try and stop this. So Willington, well, you'd expect him to poke this one across the line, although his pony looks a little bit feisty. Not the most comfortable pony to be hitting a penalty off. Let's see if we can get her to settle down. She looks a little bit better now. Nice rhythm coming in. Good contact on the ball, and he's got the score. He smashes it into the scoreboard, and wow, that 2-goal cushion back once again for UAE. And how important could that be? It's 10 goals to 8. Silva gets us back underway. Hasokroto still fighting and scrapping away for every single play here for Bangash. And look at that, his next shot has found Von Petoski. Well read though by Panelo, and he's put the squeeze on Ferry Von Petoski, and Ferry coming through there, and well, there's a whistle on the play as Tomas Panelo and Ferry Von Petoski both came flying across the field, and the umpires didn't like it. The whistle has gone. So 4 minutes, the umpire's just signalling there, Raja, what they saw. Just 4 minutes and 3 seconds, and the next goal you feel has to go to Bangash if they've got any chance.
Bangash needs to get this goal as fast as possible, close the gap, but balls to UAE, and these guys are machines. Amazing team, amazing horses. Let's see what they're going to do now.
Big Ali is the call, and he's gone for that first-time hit to try and return the pass to his teammate, but nice intervention there from Hasokroto. Von Petoski realizes that he's completely on his own. He's waiting for the cavalry to arrive, but there's no one there. He's got Hasokroto going down the center of the field. Can he get this ball back infield and under his pony's neck? Leaves it there to his teammate. Picked up this time by Benja Panelo. Panelo takes it forward and loses Monteverde. Oh, and he went for the next shot, but it was ambitious from there, and he's completely mishit it, and it's gone wide to the right. Players flying off everywhere to change their ponies. Play will continue. You're not obliged to wait for your opponents if they go off and change their horse. Of course, it's an advantage coming back on a fresh horse. So play will continue. You've got to do it in your own time. And there's a chance here. Look at this from Panelo. Oh, he's over the top of the bouncing ball. The pony's kicked it, and his brother Tomas is going to cut it across the field and away from the danger zone. UAE on the attack once again, up towards Monteverde. Monteverde's gone past Haida, reaches out. Oh, super skills from the young Argentine, but eventually he's over the top of the play, and Ferry Von Petoski putting the brakes on here, the number 2 for Bangash. Oh, it's been nicked away by Panelo. Panelo bumped out of the way by his brother, but he's still in possession of it. Switching to the near side in defense, there is Benjamin. Tomas Panelo, a shot coming in towards goal. Looks good. Is it going all the way? Oh, they've chopped it away. No, they haven't. It's across the line. The flag is raised, and wow, could that be the one that really hurts Bangash, Raja? And with just over 2 minutes remaining, all of a sudden, the difference is 3. It's 11 goals to 8.
Doesn't look good for our friends Bangash and UAE, pushing hard. Let's see what they come up with. 2 minutes left on the clock. Umpire's about to roll in.
And that goal makes Tomas Panelo the top scorer of this game. And could that be the one, as I say, that nails his opponents? Benja putting the brakes on, getting the better of young Monteverde on this occasion, the number 3 for Bangash. Sweeps it past his brother. Hasokroto picks it up on the near side. Willington was well positioned and played a little open backhander and momentarily stops the attack. Tail backhander comes in there from Von Pitoski up towards Benja Panelo. Panelo works it back behind the pony there of Guillermo Willington. And Hasselkrotter's coming flying through, but he swept it out to the left-hand side. Has he got the pony? No, he's been smashed out of the way. And Shaker Mather, wow, what a wonderful tail backhander there from Her Highness. Picked up on the near side here by Tomas Panelo, and Panelo will bring it away from that goal there and surely get it down the other end as quickly as possible. He's absolutely smashed it there on the half volley, and he's outrunning Haider Bangash. And Panelo now with a chance for UAE. He hits it. He doesn't mind that it's wide. He's 3 goals to the good, and there's less than a minute remaining. But how he'd love another one. Oh, surely not. Oh, unbelievable skills there from Tomas Panelo, who's having a wonderful showing here for UAE. And a purple patch from the 7-goal Argentine, and he has buried Bangash. It's 36 seconds remaining, Raja, and the score all of a sudden is 12 goals to 8.
What an amazing player, amazing goal. UAE, great team. Good luck to them in the semifinals. Good luck to everyone.
And yes, it does look like it is going to be UAE against Abu Dhabi in the first of our 2 semi-finals, as Hasselkrottir, who will not give up, he gives up on nothing, comes flying through there. He's appealing for the foul. The whistle's gone. He's got some backup. Panelo smashes it through the goal, but the umpire's whistle went shortly beforehand. And the referees are going to come across. And it looks like, well, are they shaking hands early? It looks like Fede Von Pitoski has called time on this match, realizing that they're not going to get back into it. And I think they've awarded the goal. They've awarded the goal from Panelo, and they're going to call it the last play of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Superb contest of polo. Wonderful stuff, and a ripple of applause, and rightly so, from our crowd here at the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. A sensational game of polo in our second quarter-final. But in the end, UAE with a blistering 4th and 5th chucker. Well, particularly 5th chucker, and they've run out the winners 12 goals to 9. So as we go to the chucker by chucker scores, it was 1-1 at the end of the first. Good second by UAE. They came in 5 goals to 2. At half-time, it was 7 goals to 4. By the end of the fourth, 9-7 in UAE's favour. And then 12-9. Just couldn't quite get there, could they, Bangash? They scrapped away for everything. That goal at the end of the fourth was really important to retain that 2-goal cushion for UAE. And in the end, it was too big a mountain for the green shirts of Bangash to climb, and they came up just a little bit short. Thanks, Raja. Thanks for joining me in the commentary box. Good stuff, buddy. We look forward to seeing you again very soon. As we look at the match stats, field goals 9-6 in UAE's favour. Throw-ins, even Stevens, 10 each. Fouls committed, UAE 10, Bangash 9. There were no yellow cards, and the penalties, well, you can't read too much into that today. It was a very, very difficult day for penalties, especially this afternoon. Later we went into the afternoon, the stronger the wind. And certainly for the first half of that game, the wind was particularly strong. UAE 3 out of 6. Same for Bangash, and then UAE missing that one safety 60 corner that they had. Bangash did not receive any. So I'd be very interested to see what our producer has found for the best goals of the game, because he's not always right, you know. Sometimes he gets it right. Let's see what he's chosen. Well, I can't disagree with that. That was a touch of class, wasn't it, from Panelo? Panelo scored 6 goals today, and these were some of his better ones. Superb stuff from him. Von Potowski from range, that was a beauty, wasn't it? Spun round the corner, looked up, saw some space and crunched that drive towards goal. And this was just a touch of class, wasn't it, from Hassel, scrapping away for absolutely everything. And how he deserved that, Jacinto Grotto. But Tomas Panelo, well, to the dismay of his brother, who couldn't quite get there and clear it. 6 goals today. Wonderful performance from Panelo. And so that gives us the runners and riders for the semi-finals, of course. Just to reiterate, on Friday, should I say Tuesday, the 2nd of March, the semi-finals for the IFZA Gold Cup 2021. The 2 o'clock game will be Abu Dhabi against UAE, and then the second of those 2 semi-finals at 4 p.m. local time will be Gantut taking on Habtoor. Wednesday, the 3rd of March, will be the sub-semis, Zidane against the Dubai Wolves by Cafu, and it will be IFZA taking on Bangash. And the man of the moment, Tomas Panelo, what a great game he had. 6 goals on the day, and he was absolutely everywhere, wasn't he? So that pretty much rounds it off for our transmission here from the Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club on the quarterfinals day. Make sure you're tuned in and ready to go on Tuesday when we'll be back for more action. But until then, it is goodbye from Dubai.